All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video in the inventory series. We are currently doing some merchant stuff, so let's just pretty much jump into it and keep going. Before we start, thanks to all of my patrons. This is the list with the cool people. I very much appreciate your support. If you want to join, there's a link in the description of the video. I will be sharing all my project files in the future, and this inventory series as well, to the patrons. And as always, obviously, I appreciate all of your support from all of you. So just keep liking and stuff, and let's get into it. So we are now working with the merchant. So this is what we have set up so far. You can see we have 500 gold. We can buy some items and stuff. So let's just keep working on this and see how far we get in this video. Before we start, some minor issues we need to fix. If we open our inventory widget, somebody pointed out that the inventory actually doesn't work anymore. You can see we can't press the buttons and stuff. That's because probably for some reason we have this inventory drop slot that goes above everything, so we just keep clicking on that. So this one should actually be below the border, so here, and then the border. So now the border is on top. We could also do C order. So what the C order does is like which order it's in the screen. Now it should work. If I open up the inventory, I can once again press buttons. If we pick stuff up, we can move it. Just there we go. Works again. Perfect. There are some other stuff as well. If we go to the merchant, how you want to set this up, like you can obviously use the you can obviously set it up however you want to, but I just to this horizontal box, like the main one, I wrapped the amount text, like just like this, wrap with horizontal box, and then I dragged in the amount to that one, and then I did the same with the price, I believe. Yeah, this one doesn't actually have to be in that, I think. Wow, let's just put it in there. That worked. Gonna Control C. You set it up however you want to. So I have a horizontal box here. That's the major one. Then I have this one, and in this one I have the hell. Ah, yeah, no, these aren't in a horizontal box. Yeah, they're just beside it. But wrapping this one in a horizontal box makes it a little bit nicer. So now everything fits better. So, yep, that's pretty much it. So let's jump into it. What should we do? So the amount needs to be reduced when we buy stuff. And we also need to be able to stop trading, which we aren't at this point. So gonna go to the is it inside of the character? Try interact. So if we are interacting with a merchant, we go down here, and right now we only have, wait, am I recording? Yep. Right now we only have the stuff to actually show the inventory, but we need to do this. So we need to make another function for hiding the merchant inventory, just like we did here. So we are gonna hide the inventory. Gonna look into this one, hide chest inventory. So we have this hide chest inventory. We are just gonna duplicate it, hide merchant inventory. Current merchant inventory. We're gonna get this one. Remove this current merchant inventory. We're gonna do this still. We're gonna do this still. This still. Yeah. Why are we doing this when we stop? Open chest. Show chest inventory. Yeah, we set this to close, so we probably want to do this. So when we show the merchant inventory, we set the text to stop trading. So when we show it again, no, sorry. When we do the hide merchant inventory, we want to do start trade. I don't remember what I actually called it from the start. We want to set it to the same. It's a trade. So let's just do trade. And that should make it so that we can stop trading by pressing the same button. Yeah. Sweet. So that is working. Now let's get into... So in the merchant child, when we press this button, we do buy item, right? We check if the gold. So we need to get current interactable. Current interactable. Yeah, so we do casts to the merchant. So we need to do that when we buy stuff as well. So here we're gonna get the current interactable, cast to... I'm just gonna close down some stuff here so that we can actually see which function I am in. So now I am in the buy item function. So now we need to remove that item from the merchant as well. We need a server event for that. So I'm gonna go to the event graph. I'm gonna do another custom event. Weird. No, I'm just gonna put it here. server, remove item from server by item. I'm gonna make it run on server. This is actually not gonna work because we are not owners of this, so that event actually have to be in the merchant. So we will do a custom event here. Server item bought. How do you spell it? Is that a word? Bought? Yeah, that's a word. Bought. Is that a great spelling? It is now. We are gonna get the merchant inventory. We are gonna find. We're gonna drag here. Then we're gonna get it again, and we're gonna remove index. So we will remove the index. That's not gonna work yet, though. Because somebody pointed out with the chests that if you're interacting with the chest more than one person, like if I do this, why is that not? Okay, I'm gonna have a look at that later. Okay, yeah, that's why I put the drop slot on top, I see. We need a drop slot under the... I'm gonna fix that later. But yeah, if we play 2 people, so this, I'm gonna need to fix this as well, because if I do, it replicates, but if I do like this, so now we have 2 open at the same time. If I now take this with this player, it's not updating here, so we need to fix that. We could either, I'm probably gonna do an easy thing for the chest, but for the merchant that makes sense. Like for the chest, we could just do that only one person can interact with the chest at the same time. That's how like most games do it, I feel like. But for the merchant, it makes sense that several people can trade with it at the same time. So in our inventory component, try interact here. Probably gonna do a custom event like this. Client update merchant inventory. Don't actually need to hide the inventory, we just need to do like this. And this should be run on owning client. So client update merchant inventory, we just close it and open it again. That's easy. And we might have some server delay here, so it might actually work. We might need to pass through the inventory. Let's just do this for now. Because this will work, but it's not going to update. So you see now, if I go here and I buy a potion, well, we haven't even set that up from the get-go. No, actually we have. That's what I'm testing. So if I now buy a potion and I close and I open again, that's not updating, okay. because I'm not actually reducing the amounts. So try interact. No, up in the child. This buy item function. From here, we need to do server item bought. We do this. You could just get the variable. Oh, okay, apparently not. Bought. I feel like that's the right spelling. Well, I prefer to use the lines, so, but you could do that. Bought or bought. I feel like this is more correct. So now we pass that onto the server. That's reliable, so we remove it. Just see if that works. Okay. Show merchant inventory. Current merchant inventory. Add to viewport. Update merchant inventory. I'm doing that here. So I don't need to expose the variable. But yeah. For each, we are creating widgets. Interesting. Can I delete one? So now there should only be 3 potions, right? Okay, it might be that we need to... Buy item. That is in the... Yeah. Get player pawn. That should work. We are buying the item. Do I need to send this to the server here? Since we are not owners of that one. Server, send item bought merchant. Gonna grab this. Target merchant. Like this. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that works. So we need to do an RPC from the player character. Because this is not, yeah, obviously. Because this is not controlled by anyone, and it's not a pawn, it's just an actor. so the networking code is not the same. So that means we can probably skip this function in the this can probably be not replicated. Yeah. And since it doesn't need to be replicated, we can actually make it a normal function. Item bought. Back here, we can delete this. And then from here, we just do item bought. And that works. Sweet. So there we go. Sorry, I just need to cough. Sorry about that. Next thing we need to do is we need a way to update. So this is a bit experimental on my part, but we probably need to do something like this. This is where components kind of makes it a little bit more complicated. We're gonna do an array of actors. Call it interacting players, because when we update this is the issue, right? We can't just update it on the player that is interacting. So we need a reference to all the players that are interacting, because otherwise, because when you buy an item, all of the players that are interacting needs to have their merchant inventory updated. So that this does not only work like that. So and that has to be replicated, I believe. So when we start interacting, we should add ourselves. So try interact. I just need to think here. This should be replicated, so that if this variable is changed on the server, so we need to go back to the event graph, custom event, add server, add player to merchant, and custom event server, remove player from merchant. Reliable. Gonna get an object reference to the merchant. We're gonna do the same here. Target merchant. Target merchant. and we will get overlap, get interacting players, add we'll do like this, see if that works. We could probably do it with the component as well and just have an array of components, but let's see if this works first. Now we have this client function here, right? This is going to be reliable as well. So now we need to tell, whenever we buy something, we need to reference this one in the actor. Need to do it here. So get interacting players. For each. Get component by class. You see inventory component. Not components. There we go. We might need to send this through a server RPC actually. Because this is already running on the server though. We'll see. We'll see if this works. It's probably not gonna work, to be fair. But let's try it. Yeah. Let me see if that is because of the replication. I think it is. What am I missing? Just gonna print a little string there. So we are not getting there. This is not being called at all because this is probably empty. Ah, yeah, of course it is. Yeah. So here I want to cast again. Since we need to do that anyway. Oh, well, I'm just gonna do that. Short and simple. probably gonna replace. I mean, it's fine to cast like this, like on an interaction. It doesn't really matter, but we could replace this with what's it called? Interfaces. Might do that later. Server add page merchant. Server remove player from merchant. So now that should be called at least. And it's actually updating. That is better than expected. Let's deal with that later. I just want to see if it works. It should actually work. If it works for one player, it should actually work for two. Ah, wait, I'm playing instead alone. That's why it worked. Sorry. No, it's not going to work anymore. Yeah, exactly. But it probably will work on the on this one though. So if I press buy here, see, it works on this server. Yeah, and it updates on the second one here. So that's because we have a delay. Why did it work there though? Target merchant and we need to do this before, I assume. So it's 2, it's 1. It's 1 and it disappears. And now it disappears there as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Why does this get... Why do I get an error? I'm gonna deal with that error soon. But what we need to do is in the we're probably gonna change some stuff here. So we're gonna do an input here. Master inventory item. So this is gonna be master inventory item, class reference, array, new merchant inventory. And we're gonna do the same here. Gonna pass this through. And don't really think we need to do this. Oh yeah, we do. We still need to do this. But instead of doing this, we're just gonna remove this cast. I'm gonna add an input here again. Master inventory item array it through like this. We now no longer needs this cast. Just do like that. Mastering current people. Yeah, we don't need that. We need to make sure it's passed on through here to here. Don't need that anymore. And now, since we're doing this cast here now, we should do this cast earlier so we can use the same cast. And we can get the merchant inventory and plug it in there. Like so. And we can also plug this one in. Like so. We do a cast there. Let's see what happens now. That was not correct. And we need to actually plug in this one here as well. In the master merchant item bought function. Like so. Now it should work on the client as well. You buy an item, it updates instantly. Let's see from the server. So I buy an item and it's updated on both the client and the server, and it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Perfect. And let's try with 2 clients. And it works. There we go. That was a fairly smooth video. Even though it was 40 minutes, I thought it was like, yeah, always the long ones. But we didn't run into too many issues, a few small quick fixes. That's it for that video. Hopefully you could follow me. We will continue in the next one. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions as always, and please consider becoming a patron. Makes my life a lot easier, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.